I need this. All right. Hello, day 4, Either Or podcast. And this is the Either Or podcast where we discuss either a serious topic or a more funny, nerdy, fun loving, and hilarious topic. I'm your host, Phil B. Here's my co host, Big Papa Paul. And over there is my second co host, JDG. Oh, you're not going to do it today. Hey, you're not going to do it today.
You didn't say my name.
Oh, yeah. Phil, Paul, and Josh. There you go.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Okay. And last week we discussed a pretty serious topic, which was social anxiety, and now today we're going to be discussing more of a way nerdier topic.
Some good old Dragon Ball.
A series loved by many, but currently in a testing stage. Yes, kind of a alpha stage, beta stage,
Maybe.
whatever.
I don't know.
Dragon Ball, specifically Dragon Ball Super, which is the new series that has ended, but probably more than likely is going to come back.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but
Don't mind that. That was just saying.
no, it wasn't. And it was the ghost of the former house owner. Anyways,
Save
yeah,
that for another podcast.
but yeah. I guess. Well, Paul, we'll start with you because I don't really know where to start. So,
Okay.
where do you want to start?
All right. Well, I guess I can start off talking about like what I've watched from Dragon Ball Super, just because like I've recently been binge watching it, just because I haven't had shit to do lately. So it's like I just rented like some of the DVDs from my library just because it's free, and yeah, streaming can be expensive. So I rented some of the Dragon Ball Super DVDs from the library, and from where I left off, essentially everyone was like, they were gathering people for the Tournament of Power. So, well, I'm sure people probably already realize that there's going to be spoilers in this. So, yeah, sorry, not sorry, but
Spoilers. Don't want spoilers.
yeah, sorry.
Viewers, don't click off.
Yeah. Yes, we need viewers, please. Please don't leave. We need you all. But yeah, I don't know, like so far, I've been enjoying the series for the most part. Like, there's not that much filler either, so that's one thing I really like about the series. Like, there's only like about 25 episodes worth of filler, and there's like 120 episodes in the entire series from what I looked up. I looked up a filler list before I watched, so I can just skip all the filler episodes and get straight into that juicy plot. But I don't know, like one of like my main things about the series is like pretty much besides like Frieza coming back, everything has been Goku's fault. Like Zamasu and Goku Black, that thing happened, and that was essentially Goku's fault because Goku just has the urge to like beat everyone's ass all the time. It's like, granted, like, it's not necessarily like in a malicious way or anything. It just Goku just wants people to fight, and when he decided to fight Zamasu already hated like mortals as it was, but like Goku was just that one mortal who just like pushed him over the edge. It was like, Zamasu was just like, I'm about to end this man's whole career. And it's like, essentially, they had to like beat him essentially using the power of friendship, because the Spirit Bomb is just the embodiment of the power of friendship. So, not that that's a bad thing, but it's like,
especially with the sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, like especially with the Goku Black arc, I might have to sneeze. But especially with the Goku Black arc, like before they made it known that the Spirit Bomb was made specifically to take energy from all living things. But in the Goku Black arc, it was literally just everyone giving their energy to Goku, which I thought was weird because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of why it was made. But I digress. But go ahead.
But yeah, so they beat Zamasu and Goku Black's fusion just by using the power of friendship, and Trunks just like chopped them from like the dick up. Like, for real, he did. He like sliced them upward. I'm just like, oh shit. 100%
what happened.
It's like, like
use the Spirit Bomb's energy, made a sword, and chopped them upward.
He sliced them from the dick up, and I'm just like, oh shit. I mean, I don't blame him too. Goku Black and Zamasu is fucking up Future Trunks' timeline, and I'm just like, shit. Oh, Josh is something to say.
I guess you could say he just got uppercutted.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Bless you.
it's like
Yeah,
triple shot energy.
yeah. I was drinking that earlier because I'm totally not addicted to caffeine. I promise.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you do those drugs.
yeah. I mean, they're legal, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they chopped Goku Black and Samasu's fusion from the dick up to kill him with the power of friendship, and then Goku, he got like this special button from like Grand Zeno, which is like the god of the multiverse,
Yeah.
and like he pressed the button in like Future Trunks' timeline. And basically got Zenny to just delete that universe. he just like, you know what? Like, this universe is broken now. Just throw the whole thing away.
Essentially, yeah. Like they like it. This is what I'm gonna get into. What I didn't like about this. Of course, I called this. We have a special guest in a couple minutes, but yeah, we're gonna have a special guest in a couple minutes. But no, here's what I didn't like so much about Goku Black arc was like I didn't like one thing. There were a few things, but one of the main things I hated was Infinite Zamasu, where Zamasu essentially took over the entire timeline, like like he engulfed the entire universe's energy and was essentially energy, like living energy, right? I thought that was ridiculous because they legitimately just fucking killed him. He didn't make. There was no stupid ass Dragon Ball wish about this. There was just, I'm gonna take over the entire universe when I will alone. And I personally think that if they're gonna just delete the universe, they should have left Future Trunks in the present.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he didn't meet his kid self already.
Yeah.
So I mean, I thought it was a little ridiculous.
And plus, his girl Mai was already with him in the past, anyways. So like because they brought her back.
And
they brought Future her back.
Like literally everyone he loved and cared about died already except her.
Yeah.
She was the only one left alive.
So it's like they're like I think they send them back to like I don't know if it was just to fix what was left, but it's like there's no point in him going back. There's nothing.
They sent him to an entirely different timeline.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if they're sending him to this timeline to fix it, there's nothing else to fix. Zenny deleted the whole thing.
Yeah, no, they sent him to an entirely.
It's like Zenny took like the computer. Like you've seen like those memes like where it's like you take like the My Computer thing on your computer and throw it in the trash. That's basically what Zenny did to that timeline. He threw that whole thing away. And then Goku even brought that alternate timeline Zenny to his timeline, so that way, like his timeline Zenny, yeah. So essentially, there's two children gods ruling the multiverse now, and it's like, oh, that's a bad thing. But it's like, oh, and another thing. Oh, let's start talking about the Tournament of Power.
Oh, here's where almost all of my problems come from. Aside from Super Saiyan God, but go ahead.
Like you see, my thing is like I said it from the beginning. Like a lot of things besides like Frieza coming back has been like Goku's fault. Like in a way, this was Goku's fault, but it wasn't at the same. It was Goku's fault for bringing back the tournament or bringing back the idea of the tournament to the Zennies. Like they're probably going to delete the universe anyways, so it's like they still gave the universe a fighting chance. But it's like the Zennies forgot about that shit. Like they weren't even thinking about it. They were just busy doing their own thing, being childlike gods and shit. And then Goku's like, I want to beat some people's ass. Hey Zennies, can we like throw this tournament between the universes? But I mean, he didn't know like the stipulations or the rules of the tournament. So like that's the only thing I won't give him shit for is that he didn't know the Zennies were gonna be like,
he had no clue.
Yeah,
they were gonna erase the universe.
Yeah, like
I thought this was legit, just like a friendly competition.
Yeah, he didn't think it was gonna be like an elimination tournament or anything. He's like, it's friendly competition. and it's like they had this thing before the main tournament called like the what was it the
It's
Ze-
just the universe.
no it was called something else. It was like the Grand Zeno Expo or something. It was like they had like a few pre-tournament fights beforehand.
What? Yeah, that was like Universe 7 versus 6, right? It was like
No, it was Universe 9 versus Universe 7 because
oh,
it
yeah,
had
with
the
like the wolf
yeah,
trio.
yeah with the furries, no, the wolf trio. So like
And then Toko and all them.
so like they
Wasn't it, like on like the null zone or something?
yeah, it was like they had it in like a part of the universe where it's like neutral to like all the other universes. So it was like I
It's
don't know.
kind of like between space.
Yeah, it was like between space. So like and like the last wolf guy. What was who was the wolf guy who fought Goku? Do you remember his name? Well, anyways, the wolf guy who fought Goku.
We just call them brown, gray, and blue.
Yeah.
Brown, gray, and blue. So
Yeah.
it's brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, like the brown wolf fought Goku. He proposed the idea to both the Zenos. He was like, "Hey, listen, if I whip Goku's ass, like, can you like spare all these universes during the tournament? Can this be just like a friendly competition?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, sure," but it's like Goku, if you don't fucking try, then we're gonna delete the universes anyways. So I mean, Goku still had to like,
He's like in a bad corner.
yeah, he was in a bad corner. Like he's already, he hasn't been made into a villain like intentionally, but it's like all the other universes hate him because he brought the idea of the tournament to the Zenos, and so it was like after he beats Blue's ass, he was just like he didn't even say anything to the Zenos. He couldn't just be like, "Hey, you know what? Just like, can we just make this a friendly competition? Because maybe I want to fight these guys again." But no, Goku doesn't say shit. He's just like, "No, fuck all that. I just beat your ass, and I'm gonna beat your ass in the tournament of power." It's like, Goku, what are you doing? Like, he literally did not do the most Goku thing ever, which would have been just tell the Zennies, "Hey, let's just make this a friendly tournament." Like, don't delete the universes. It's like, why? I'm just like, Goku, why? It's like, you know damn well you want to fight these people again. It's like, why? Why wouldn't you just tell the Zennies, spare the universes? Why? And
Well, because then we couldn't watch Goku beat all that ass.
it's like, I don't know. Like, I just know I essentially I left off it like as they were like building their team because for whatever reason, like the library, they have like these like security things on the discs, like this. I don't know what it is. It's just like this. It's almost like the same size as the disc. Like it goes on top of it, but it's like they didn't put it on right. So like part of it, the security thing was like sticking off the side. So like my Xbox One wouldn't read the DVD. So I was like, what the fuck? So now I have to like get Crunchyroll or just like bootleg the rest of Super if I want to continue watching it. So that's where I'm at right now. Yeah.
So like, in terms of me, I finished all of Super. I finished all of Super, and I got just I saw part of the Broly movie. Unfortunately, I didn't see all of it. Because I couldn't afford to, but I did see part of it. And for the most part, I think Super's okay. I don't. Is it Z? Like, is it fantastic like Z? No. Is it terrible like GT? No. It's a good medium. It's probably a little bit more like Z though. Um, like in terms of the tournament of power, um, some of the best fights in the series, some of the best animation, but some of the shittiest storytelling. I hate. Oh, I was not a fan of the tournament of power storytelling, and there was shit that happened that just didn't make sense. There were like 12. So there are 12. Was it 12 universes? Yeah,
12 universes.
there are 12 universes because the other 4 they didn't have to participate.
Yeah, because they had like they essentially had a good rating from Zeno that like their mortals are just doing well and their Kais have been leading their mortals pretty well or some shit.
So there are 12 universes, and it's like pretty much only 3 of the universes fucking matter. Maybe 4. Only 3 or 4 of the universes fucking matter. And it's Universe 7, 9 was Jiren in Tokyo, I think.
No, Universe 11 is Jiren's universe.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Universe 7, 11, and 6 were the main 3 that mattered. And this is why that pissed me off. So you have Universe 7, which is all of our people. You know, that's expected. Universe 7. Fucking Saiyans and Hit, right? You have the Saiyans, you have Hit, and then you have Frost and all these people. Why was Hit... Yeah, this pissed me off. Hit did so well against Goku. Hit goes against Jiren. Fucking immediately eliminated.
Jesus.
Fucking like he wasn't even in. He wasn't even in for until halfway through. He was taken out in the first half of the whole tournament. That pissed me off so much because Hit was different. He didn't rely on that bullshit extra power fuck shit. He legit, what he had was he could improve through the fight, essentially like what Saiyans can do, but he would legit just keep progressing in terms of his skill, not so much his strength, but his skill. His time skip would be better, and it would just improve throughout the entire fight. A lot of people say, well, maybe Hit was nerfed because he couldn't kill people, which is possible because Hit is an assassin, but that still doesn't justify why he could handle Goku literally no fucking problem at all. Until, like, of course, Goku went Kaioken, like blue Kaioken. But as soon as he goes against Jiren, he gets fucking whipped around like a damn rag doll. That's just one. I didn't like the Universe 6 Saiyans at all.
You didn't like the vegetables?
No. I didn't like... I thought Caulifla was a utter bitch. I like KO because she was at least different from every other fucking Saiyan we've seen.
Is the first one you mentioned, that the one who was in the Tournament of Destroyers? That, like the one when when Champa and Beerus were fighting, and like they had their own little tournament.
Cabba was the male.
Oh, okay.
Cabba was the male.
Okay,
Caulifla was the one that was just wearing that crop top shit.
Oh, okay.
I hated Caulifla because she was literally just like every other Saiyan. And of course Saiyans have a general way about them, but it was like Goku's different. Vegeta is the typical, but he's the typical we've expected that became different. Caulifla is like every other Saiyan we saw, like in like movies or TV or anything like that. Cabba was different. I like KO and Cabba, but I hated Caulifla. I like KO because she was kind of like she was like Broly in the movie, like in this Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, except way more timid. But once she actually started to fight, it was that ass handed to you like on a tray. Like I liked KO for that reason. But there's some bullshit. I hated how they achieved Super Saiyan. I was not. Oh my god. Like, if I to be 100% frank with you, I don't think they should have got Super Saiyan at all until this Tournament of Power. Cabba got Super Saiyan and trained Caulifla and Kale to do it, but not as anger, right? He didn't get the anger part. It was so. Well, here's what you do. There's this little tingle in your spine. Focus on that Super Saiyan, like that. That's what happened. I'm not even shitting you. That's what happened. They both got Super Saiyan just like that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? All the shit these people had to work through. The countless years, and I mean countless years, for them to get Super Saiyan. Just the first one. First Super Saiyan 1. The countless years it took for Gohan to get Super Saiyan 2, because he was like fucking 6 or 7 during like the Namek saga, and then he was like 10 or 11 during the Cell saga. And then 6 more years Goku gets Super Saiyan 3. Where the hell is the progression? There's none of it here. There's no progression. If you wanted to say they have a higher base power level but they still don't have Super Saiyan yet, fine. Fuck it. That's fine. You could have still worked to get them the first Super Saiyan form. You can work on Kale being that fucking Broly Berserker Super Saiyan shit. But no. Here's how you get it. Just focus on your back. Focus on your spine. Feel the energy coursing through your bone marrow.
Just gotta
You feel it?
You gotta focus on your spinal fluid.
You feel it? You feel it? Maybe
Feeling it
maybe
now.
maybe I need to give you. Maybe I need to like stab you in your spine for you to feel it.
Now, Goku. Feeling it now, Vegeta.
I swear, I was not a fan of the Universe 6 Saiyans at all. And Frost was just copy Frieza.
Yeah.
That's what Frost is.
Yeah, he was just like Frieza, but like
Weaker.
weaker, kind of shadier, I guess. I mean, he was more of like hiding in plain sight, I guess.
Yeah.
Because in his universe, like he's like
He's like considered a hero, but he's
Yeah.
actually a space pirate.
yeah, he's essentially a space pirate because like he essentially caused all the problems just to solve them,
Mm-hmm.
but he ends up looking like the hero.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's Frieza, but he's just like, I guess,
More deceptive.
yeah, more deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's less he's not as open as being a piece of shit as Frieza is.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, who else was on the Universe 6 team? Universe 6 didn't have a lot of notable fighters. Like the ones, like I said, there was Frost, Hit, and then the three Saiyans. There were probably more that I just can't remember because those are the most memorable ones
Yeah,
to me.
because like I'm pretty sure each team was supposed to have like a team.
They
of
had 10, yeah. So there were probably there are 5 more people that I probably just don't remember.
Yeah.
That's Universe 6. Universe 11. Oh, Universe 11. The Justice League.
Essentially, that's what Universe 11 is.
The fucking Justice League. They pretty much are the fucking Justice League with Jiren being fucking Superman.
I swear.
The Pride Troopers.
The Pride Troopers. Josh, calm down.
They were literally all Superman, but with they were all Superman with different demeanors. Jiren was a Batman Superman. Topo was some weird flamboyant ass Superman. Dispo wasn't Superman. He was the fucking Flash. Fuck. Who else was there? Everyone else, like a lot of this is what's another thing that's annoying. There's so many brand new faces. You know, there are 2 people from an entirely different universe. I think they were also part of Universe 6, actually. They were 2 Namekians. I found them more memorable, though I can't remember their fucking names. That's really sad. They literally, what they did to prepare, because it was like, we might lose the universe. We might lose the entire fucking universe. They absorbed all their people. The 2 of them. They fused with the entire Namekian race. The 2 of them. Each of them took a half, because every Namekian knew. They were like, you 2 have to win this, because otherwise, not only are we fucked, but every other race in this universe is fucked. That's more like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Where they actually brought in some conflict that was actually noteworthy. That actually kept you on your toes. That actually made the stakes seem higher than what they're supposed to be. You know? You don't see that you don't even see that with Universe 7. They're just going like they all take it seriously, but they don't take it seriously enough.
Yeah.
Vegeta, Gohan, and of course all the fucking Earthlings. God damn. Goku and Frieza don't take. Actually, Frieza takes this more seriously than Goku does. Don't get me wrong, Goku takes it seriously. But he's seeing this as just a fight.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, wins. And that's it. But they don't address that at all. They don't address how serious this is.
Yeah.
They like go in and they focus more on the fight, but not on the motive of why they're fighting. Which is one thing I like. This is the reason why I love Z way more than Super. And I will always think Z is probably the best out of, well, just say the trilogy of the Dragon Ball series. Because Z gave you stakes. There was sometimes when shit hit the fan, the highest stakes they had was the Namek saga, because fucking Piccolo was dead, and so was Kami. There were no Earth Dragon Balls, and Frieza could have got them shits. Basically, wished for immortality and destroyed the whole planet. No more Dragon Balls. We're all screwed. in the tournament of power, you just don't get that feeling. Dang, you like I say, that's the point. That's the entire point. That's where I hate it. Every universe could be destroyed with the exception of one, but you only and like I said, maybe I missed something, but you only see a very few instances where anyone actually takes this shit seriously. Jiren stays out for pretty much the whole tournament because he's like, you're all too weak. We'll beat you. We'll beat you anyways. But you're supposed to be a fucking hero. You're supposed to be a hero, but you don't fight for your universe. You're all supposed to like pretty much every person in this universe is actually a good person too. That's the fuck shit about it. But they treat themselves like enemies or with no mutual respect whatsoever. And that, like I said, that's what pisses me off. Jiren pissed me off. Jiren pissed me the fuck off. I hated Jiren. I thought Jiren was the most pretentious fuck shit out of the entire tournament. Because he was like Goku Black, but worse. He was like Goku Black and Zamasu with that justice bullshit, but worse. Except instead of justice, it was strength. If you don't have the strength to keep yourself alive, why the fuck should I care if you're alive? But you're supposed to be a hero, right? Obviously not, because you're a piece of shit, is what you are. Topo took it more seriously than he did. And Topo's a god of destruction candidate. He is legit a candidate. He can use Hakai. He can destroy people. He takes it more seriously than Jiren does. So you're telling me, a god of destruction candidate, all of the gods of destruction as well, because the gods of destruction are taking this shit more seriously than some of their fighters.
Yeah.
You're telling me that the gods of destruction, the gods, like ethereal, omnipresent beings, omniscient beings, omnipotent beings, fucking whatever, of destruction, they can literally destroy whatever the fuck they want in their universe. No problem, no issue. They're taking this more seriously than the people that are actually supposed to be fucking fighting to keep the universe alive? Are you shitting me? Fuck you. It's just there's no stakes. There's no damn stakes at all. Like, at all. Fucking Goku Black arc didn't have stakes because it was literally in a fucked up future anyways.
Yeah.
Everyone was pretty much dead already. They weren't going back in time. They were busy just eradicating life in that timeline.
Yeah.
When you think about it, there's no real stakes in that one either. Besides future Trunks and Mai.
It's like,
He destroyed the God of Destruction and the Supreme Kai already.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he destroyed
He destroyed all of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he destroyed all of them.
He destroyed
that timeline.
He destroyed every universe's God of Destruction and Supreme Kai, in addition to every universe in that timeline already. There was already no stakes involved because the stakes were only fucking tricky.
Plus, for that, he wouldn't even. I don't even think he would have been able to come to like the main timeline because he was only able to come. Goku Black was only able to come to the main timeline for a short period of time
because it was Trunks' fault.
Yeah, and his time ring wouldn't let him stay in the main timeline. So either way,
even if he wanted to do widespread damage, it wouldn't let him.
Yeah,
there's a specific rule against it.
So if anything, future Trunks and future Mai just could have
literally fucked over everyone.
If anything, future Trunks and future Mai just could have just stayed in the main timeline and just said fuck it all.
Considering the fact that Mai nearly took out Goku Black with a sniper, I remember that shit.
Yeah, it's I don't even know how she survived that blast from him.
I don't know.
Power of friendship.
I think she's kind of partially immortal. I don't remember. But yeah, you see what I mean? There's no stakes at all. There's literally no stakes in fucking anything they've done so far. And the Broly movie, there were no stakes. Broly was literally just there to fight some people, and Frieza pointed at and they still beat him. But Broly didn't want to destroy the world. He just wanted to beat them. Frieza wanted to destroy the world. Maybe that's why the stakes came in, but I don't know. So throughout this entire series, throughout this whole fucking mess, the entire fucking mess, we have no stakes. The only stakes we got was when Beerus came to fight a Super Saiyan God, and he said he will blow up Earth if you don't find me one. And when Frieza came back, and even once you honestly, even then, once you bring in the God of Destruction and Whis, it doesn't even matter. There's our special guest right now. We have 15 minutes left. There's a special guest right now. You can continue.
Let me take the mic. All right. So, going off what Phil said, like the only real stakes this series had was like at the very beginning with Beerus trying to find a Super Saiyan God, and like essentially just coming to Earth is like, listen, y'all motherfuckers don't bring me a Super Saiyan God, I'm gonna fuck shit up here. And it's like the whole point of like the first arc was essentially don't piss Beerus off or he's gonna fuck up the whole planet. And it's like, oh hi, hi. Look who decided to join us. 30 minutes in. You gotta scoot over a little bit. But yeah, and it's like, and literally the only thing that essentially saved the Earth from total destruction was our food. That's literally what saved our planet was our food.
Oh, you're on the destruction arc, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's like
how there's like literally no stakes in Super whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's like none.
No.
When you think about it, there's literally no stakes, and like the only time there is stakes is in the Tournament of Power, and no one takes it seriously.
Yeah. And it's like even after Frieza came, like they essentially like what's his name, Whis was like, all right, you ready to fix your fuck up now?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're gonna go back in time, but I can only go back in time for like 3 minutes into the past, and that's just enough time for you to like kill Frieza and keep him from blowing up the planet.
No.
That's like the biggest get out of jail free.
Like honestly, it's like
we fucked up again. No problem.
It's like, granted, Whis' time travel abilities is kind of nerfed for 3 minutes, but it's like 3 minutes is like all they need.
It's still enough time to figure some shit out.
Yeah, it's just like
3 minutes is enough time to fuse.
Yeah.
To sneak attack, to get literally every fighter you can against one person.
Oh God. But yeah.
Dragon Ball Super.
Like while it does have its good action in it, it's just like there's nothing of importance or stakes going on. And if there is, like no one's taking it seriously. It's like, yeah, we fucking got this. We've been through this before. It's fine. It's like whatever. Well, since our special guest finally decided to show up, would you like to give us some thoughts on Dragon Ball Super, or just anything Dragon Ball related since you're here? Here's the mic.
Well, shit.
You want to get your thoughts together?
Yeah, let me get my thoughts together.
Okay. We'll give you some time.
And because now I'm gonna divert it to, because like I said, we just essentially told you how there's no stakes in Dragon Ball Super. Here's another thing that really made me angry. Can Saiyans only get new abilities through fucking forms? Only through forms?
I don't know.
I guess so.
That's
what it's looking like.
This isn't even my final form.
Here's my thing. I like Super Saiyan God. I think Super Saiyan God's cool. I think it's a unique idea. You know, instead of this typical, you bulk up, hair stands on the end, your hair just turns red, you get slimmer.
You scream a lot.
Super Saiyan God is peaceful. They don't even scream.
Like honestly, though,
it's like Ultra Instinct Light.
Ultra Instinct Light.
Like they get different techniques. It's not just attacking. You know, there's like defense and shit. You know, immobilization. You know, if they really wanted to, they could probably add in some like power neutralization shit in there.
Wait.
They didn't.
So, question. So, this takes place in like where? like in the Dragon Ball's like timeline?
Dragon Ball Super. So this is like right after Buu Saga.
Yeah, I think
It's a couple years
yeah, I
after.
think it's like 15 or 16 years after that.
15 or 16? No, it couldn't have been that long. Because Gohan's like 20-ish during the start of Super.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's what they said like the beginning of the show. It's like 16 years after the events of Dragon Ball Z.
That's really... You should... No, that can't be possible because Trunks and Goten were still kids. So it has to be like... I think it'd be something like 5-6 years after. I don't remember. But yeah, it's not... It's like... It's not 10 years, but it's not like only 5.
It's after Z.
It's after Z, essentially, yeah. Yeah. But anyways, Super Saiyan God, right? You think that form was unique? No, because we got something new for you. Super Saiyan, but with blue hair.
It's like they couldn't even think of a fancier name for it. They just call it Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh no, the fucking cooler one. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Oh.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
That's
That's a mouthful.
that was in both dubs. That was both in the English and Japanese dub, I'm pretty sure. Then they changed it to Super Saiyan Blue because they realized that shit's too long. No one's gonna want to fucking say that. But then when you add, it's just when it's Super Saiyan Blue, then it's just Blue Super Saiyan.
Like,
so there's like no winning with this one. But here's the thing. I don't even think it should have existed. I think it should have just been Super Saiyan God, and that's it. I think if you wanted to go with just a brand new transformation, it should have just been Super Saiyan God. Why did you need a Super Saiyan Blue? There was no need for that.
Like, honestly, the only reason why Super Saiyan Blue even exists just so they can turn to God form, but easier.
That was the thing, like, apparently in manga, they, like, because Super Saiyan Blue was so, like, energy consuming, they'd, like, switch between God and Blue. They don't do that at all. I think that could have been cool if they put that in the show. But yeah, they have to switch because Super Saiyan Blue takes up way too much of your energy. Like, you will lose in, like, 5 minutes. Whereas, like, if you just have Super Saiyan God, it's, like, almost indefinite. But back to the point, I don't even think they should have added Super Saiyan Blue at all. You know, I think Super Saiyan God just could have been its own thing. But no, they added Super Saiyan Blue for the sheer purpose of, oh, your God form is like base form, but with red hair. So now you can go Super Saiyan in it.
So hey, like, what would have made it necessary for us to have a Super Saiyan?
If it wasn't just a power up, if it wasn't just like Super Saiyan, I think, or if it wasn't the typical brute forcing. Like I said, here's what I think it could have been. I think it could have been like Super Saiyan, right? But instead of anger, it could have been calm. And once you turn into it, you're like calm. It's not like Ultra Instinct calm, but it's a calm, I'm a tranquil rage type of deal. And instead of brute forcing and punching, it's like counterattacks and shit and dodging and more focus on like key attacks instead of just like literally just fucking Super Saiyan. I also think it should take, because this is going beyond God form, right? I think it should take longer to transform. They take too short a time just to turn into that. If it takes that much energy,
They just skipped the other two forms of Super Saiyan. They had to like go through years of training just to get to. And it's like, oh, Super Saiyan Blue now. It's like, don't fuck with me.
wasn't even a year. It didn't even take them a year to achieve that form. It took them a couple months. I think it took them 3-4 months.
I mean, they trained in like the hyperbolic time chamber or whatever, or it was like it when they were on Beerus' planet.
But that still was. I don't think that was during when they first got in.
I don't know. I just know like when they're in there, like time goes by slower, I guess, so it feels like years in a way.
They did that during the Goku Black arc though,
Yeah.
so that was why. But yeah, for a form that apparently takes up so much energy that you essentially can lose it as fast as you gain it, you can sure get into that shit with no fucking problem at all. Goku spent like 3 to 5 minutes turning into Super Saiyan 3 each time. You see the problem here? this is a form that's supposed to be stronger, but some also take way more energy too. We don't get the feeling of that. We just get a feeling that this is Super Saiyan, but blue. Now, the one thing I did like about it was that he could actually use Kaioken in it.
Yeah.
That I thought was cool, but once again, just make that part of Super Saiyan God then. Or if you wanted to make it different, maybe make it so that Kaioken doesn't like kill you
Yeah.
as quick, or if it doesn't kill you as quickly, it kills you even quicker.
No, that's
So you could only turn Kaioken times 1 while you're in the form, or times 3 or 5, whatever. Dang. Now, Ultra Instinct.
What's wrong with Ultra Instinct?
Why is it a form? And here's another question. Why is it a form that Goku can get in like the span of an hour, but guys that literally have trained for centuries can't get?
Yeah, that is big.
And also, once again, why is it a form? It's supposed to be a technique, right? It's supposed to be a technique that gods can get, that anyone with God Ki can get, apparently. Any fucking person, that means Topo could technically get it.
I think Akira Toriyama just wanted to give Goku white hair, so that was an excuse to give Goku white hair.
I think that was probably one of the most poor choices. It's literally supposed to be a technique. It's not a form. Like I said, this is why I asked that question. Does every technique that Saiyans get have to be a form?
Because like even Kaioken is not technically a form; it's just more.
It's literally a technique that
Yeah.
kills you. It's not like
Yeah.
Super Saiyan. It literally is a technique
Yeah.
that slowly drains you
Yeah.
in exchange for power. Right? So why make Super? They should have just went with the Ultra Instinct Omen form. That could have looked cool.
Yeah.
Because then it still looks like Goku. You know, silver eyes. You know, little change, but it doesn't actually look like a form. It looks like a technique.
Yeah.
It looks like it is a technique. Don't give him fucking white hair. Dang. Gosh. Make him look like Dante from DMC.
They're just gonna give all the forms in the color of a rainbow because they want to fill out all the colors.
There was there's
How about Super Saiyan?
Super Saiyan Rose Black.
that one
It's like we could have used
his form looked cool because
Yeah.
it was just entirely different. You see him like actually using a refined key control. You know, it's like refined. It's more godly because of the fact that it's a god soul in a human body.
Plus, he essentially had like an energy sword too.
Constantly, and then turned that shit into a scythe.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, he turns it into a scythe at one point. That's Super Saiyan Rose. That's not Super Saiyan Blue. That's Super Saiyan Rose. Goku Black.
Rose.
But that really was one of the things that, while cool, let's admit, you first see Master Ultra Instinct, that shit's dope. That's like the coolest transformation. But then you think about it in a narrative context and what they tell you, and then you think, wait a minute, isn't this supposed to be a technique?
Yeah.
Why did he just?
Why is his hair white?
Why is his hair white? Why did he just transform? Why did he have to absorb the spirit bomb?
Wait.
Darn it! It's another. Oh. He absorbs the spirit bomb like Trunks did. Why? I didn't think about that. Yeah, kiss my ass for power of friendship. Because another thing is, none of them work together until the very end of the tournament. When like half their team is kicked out already. That's when they decide, oh, maybe we should take this shit more
It's like,
seriously.
maybe we should use teamwork now.
Yeah, maybe we should use like.
But you know, that would be the smart way to do it. And in Dragon Ball, we do things the hard way. Where we get bullshit ass transformations.
It's like,
Like if we didn't do it the hard way, we wouldn't get perfect cell.
We did get Perfect Cell.
But we had to do it the hard way.
See, that was. I'll admit that. I'll admit that's fair, but that was also different because that was when Vegeta was still evil. he was still an evil dick.
Yeah.
You know, he still didn't give a fuck about anybody but himself. He nearly let his own son and baby mama die. Like no shit, like that, like Jero shoots a beam at them with Bulma and the kid in the car, and he would have just let him die.
Like, especially with Super, like, even like when like Beerus and Champa had like their own little mini tournament, it was essentially like Goku's. I mean, it wasn't essentially Goku's fuck up, but it was essentially Vegeta had to save their ass just so like they didn't get transferred into Universe 6. And it's like, yeah, basically Vegeta did all the work for that tournament, and then Vegeta kind of got like, how did he get eliminated again? How did Vegeta get eliminated from that tournament? No, this was before the Tournament of Power.
This was like during the 7 and 6.
Yeah,
It was Hit that took him out.
Yeah, oh yeah, Hit took him out.
Hit's time skip took him out.
And then like, since Frost essentially cheated, it gave them an excuse to let Goku back in, and then let Goku fight for like the last fight. It was like, I don't know. It was more plot convenience for that part. It's like, cause we gotta have Goku save us all, you know, because Goku's the main character, but essentially Vegeta did all the fucking work.
Dude, that is one of the most annoying fucking things. Why is it always Goku that has to save everyone's ass?
It's like, at least with like Trunks, it wasn't necessarily Goku.
Yeah, it was like, Goku had a part, but Trunks in the end made the final blow.
Yeah,
Trunks got a form of his own,
and then he chopped Zamasu / Goku Black from the
Dang. Trunks was the MVP of that. Yeah. Vegeta's been the MVP of the entire show. But Trunks was the MVP of that arc. Yeah. Because that man, dude, I liked that he had PTSD. He had legitimate PTSD.
I swear.
I liked that. That's something you'd see in Z. One of the things a lot of people kind of hated, but I liked Goku's heart virus during the Android saga. But there's a theory that when he went to that planet to learn instant transmission, something in the air gave him that disease, and so he got the disease from being on that planet for so long. So I'm kind of okay. If that's not right, then I'm still okay with it, because it still gave them human characteristics. He had a heart virus that kills him in one timeline and nearly killed him in another. I like that. I like that Vegeta got his fucking arm broken in Android Saga. That same arm's been bothering him for years. Like, gosh, I liked when they were more human. But like I said, they started as Marvel. Humans trying to become gods, and now they've become the Justice League. Instead of trying to become being gods, trying to be humans, they're just gods at this point.
Yeah. And it's like, one thing I don't like about Super is like essentially how like everyone else just they can't do shit anymore. It's all up to Goku and Vegeta now.
It is so annoying.
Like Piccolo, we love him, can't do shit anymore. Gohan, it's like, man, he's like essentially he's a retired Saiyan now. He's got a family. He's a family man. He don't give a shit really. It's not he doesn't give a shit. It's more of just like
he's a back burner.
Yeah,
he's like backup, which is annoying as fuck.
Yeah, like. He's just only there when he needs them, and even then, he's like not as training. He doesn't train as often anymore. Like he only trained for like the important turns, and even then, that was like kind of last minute, you know. So it's like even that he's not as powerful as what he could be. You know, it's like
it's like if there was anything I hated, the direction they were taking was everyone's just like fucking left in the dust at this point.
Yeah.
Like there's no point in having people like Piccolo or Tien Shinhan. Fucking Yamcha, he stopped being relevant after the Saiyan saga.
Don't diss my
but no, seriously though. Like fucking Krillin. You picked out of every person. You knew the stakes, Goku. Yeah. You easily could have got fucking Cell too.
Yeah.
You easily could have brought Cell back too. You could have got Cell.
Like I guess at that point it would just come down to would Cell be even willing to fight? At that point, would you be willing to get Cell to cooperate? Is the thing.
if he knew that the universe would be destroyed and therefore him in hell would be destroyed.
I guess true.
Wait, hold up. Hell is like a place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh boy, freezes
So,
hell.
where do you go?
Literally to your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That's what your hell is.
You want to explain freezes hell?
His hell was literally sunshine and rainbows.
Just like he was like in a cocoon, surrounded by like fairies and pixies and shit, and like they just fucking sing songs to him every day, and just all fucking smiley shit, and just
Damn,
fucking
that's
freezes.
all.
Oh god,
Mm,
oh god, that's a no bueno.
okay.
Oh god,
Oh,
oh god, oh shit, yeah, that's real hot.
Losing transmission.
Feel that shit. Like, feel it. My phone is like,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, oh god.
We're 5 minutes over time anyways.
Yeah, my
we can-
phone's like about to explode.
We can do
It's too hot.
we can do more DBC problems at another date.
Yeah,
But for now, what we'll do
I'm putting my phone by your fan now.
that's fine. But for now, what we will do is we'll call it quits here. Thank you for listening to our insanely large rant about
Yes, we
many
went-
problems.
We went 5 minutes overtime. Holy crap!
We weren't actually
Dale
going.
didn't even say shit. He was late as hell.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'll be on time next time.
Alright. But yeah. So that's the end of this episode of the Either Or podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Phil. That's Dale. And that's Paul. And that's Josh.
Don't forget, you can listen to all these back on SoundCloud at Chillfly. You can even watch the footage back on YouTube. Is it? You have it under Either Or.
Yeah,
right?
it's on Either Or on YouTube. Ah, come on. Shit. This has been the Either Or podcast. It's been nice having you all here. And oh yeah. We will see you guys next week. Oh yeah.